I'm Shivani, and I welcome you to this instant recharge session. Over the next few minutes, we are going to explore the tendencies of our mind and also experience the power of our breath. Are you ready? Okay. See, all of us right now, the entire community in the world, we're going through the toughest times of our life, right? We have to take care of ourselves, yes. We have to stay safe, yes. We have to take care of our family. We have to take care of our health. But also, what we have to take care of and manage is our business. What has been really suffering for the last 2-3 months is our business, mostly the micro, small, and medium enterprises. MSME segment, let's face it, has been hardest hit in this lockdown and in this kind of pandemic that we are going through. Now, looking at the situation, there have been challenges and way too many challenges. Challenges like maintaining our resources, challenges like maintaining the cash flow, the liquidity, the supply chain, and also managing our employees. We have the migrant labor issue, we could be having any kind of business related issues, and the most important thing also is to generate income. So when you put all of this together, situation is unprecedented, uncertain, and we are trying to understand how to deal with this. And all of us are together in it, right? But let's understand, we have also been doing quite well. We have been able to come out of this situation slowly, and we are now getting to know our challenges and also the way out to this. At this time, we would like to extend our support and help the entire community understand the challenges and understand also the power that lies within us. See, when we look at the situation, there is not much that we can change at the outside. But what we can do at the same time is change what is within us. What we can do is empower ourselves. What we can do is enhance our energies. And what we can also do is manage our mind and bring all these resources, our internal resources together, and come out more powerful and with more enthusiasm and much more energy to be able to face this situation, convert this crisis into opportunity, and see how we can together move forward with higher energy and more enthusiasm. All right, so let's first look into the nature of our mind. What happens to the mind? Right now that we are all listening to what is going on over here, where is the mind? You would often observe that mind is either lingering into the past or it is moving into the future. When we look into the mind and we think about what's happening in the past, we have these negative emotions of regret, we have emotion of guilt, and we also sometimes have an emotion of anger. When we are surrounded by these negative emotions, our mind drifts away from the present. However, if we are thinking about the future in terms of what's going to happen next, how should I plan my things, there's uncertainty. When we're thinking about that, what emotions come to us are anxiety, even fear, and a lot of worry. While we are thinking about the future, again, our mind drifts away from the present. If you look at this tendency, not being in the present moment, if the mind is not in the present moment and if it's lingering either into the past or into the future, what we lose in the bargain is the ability to deal with the situation which is right now there with us. If the mind is angry or if the mind is anxious, it is definitely not calm. And if it's not calm, the decisions that we take and the actions that follow those decisions are the ones that we regret later, like getting angry, losing patience, losing calm, taking a hasty decision, which later on becomes a regretful decision. And then we wonder we should have kept our calm at that time. Which means we need to somewhere learn to be able to manage our mind. How do we manage our mind? Have you ever thought about it? Can we manage our mind through our mind? Do we want to forget something from the level of the mind and be able to forget it very easily? Does that happen with us? If I want to forget about something that happened with me 2 days back, it was not a very good incident. Am I able to forget it very, very easily? Or it takes me longer and harder to forget about it? The more force I apply, more difficult it becomes for me to forget. Yeah. Also, let's look at the tendency on how and where does the mind cling. For example, you met a friend after, say, about 2 months, 3 months, we've all been in lockdown. And this week, when we started meeting people, you met your friend after 2.5 months. And the friend gives you very nice compliments that, hey, I missed you. And how have you been? We haven't spent time together. I really love that chocolate cake that you used to make every time we used to meet. I'm really missing that. Or I really love the way we used to go out together and spend a lot of time. So, all the nice things your friend is actually telling you about. And in the middle of the conversation, the friend says, yeah, but why are you looking so dull? Is everything okay with you? Haven't you been sleeping well? What's wrong with you? Are you all right? It's good to meet you, but I don't like to see you so dull. Yeah. And the conversation ends, and then you come back and your friend goes away. Now, after some time, when you think about what happened, what is it that the mind tends to remember? That my friend told me I'm not looking good, I'm looking dull. This is what the mind does to us. The friend may have also spoken 5, 6 nice things about you, but the mind has the tendency to cling on to the negative. It will only remember what is unpleasant, what is not nice. And that's what is happening with us at this point in time. With so much negativity around, with so much uncertainty, everyone's only talking about not so good things in life, which is there. The mind is clinging onto it more and more. Yeah. And because of this tendency of the mind to cling on to the negative, what it does, it pulls our energy down. If things around us are not good, what will happen to the energy? We're not going to feel great about it. None of us are feeling great about the situation, right? What this is doing, it's also pulling our energy down. So you see, this mind and the energy, they are linked to each other. Yeah. And what is the link between this? What links us, our body, and the energies that we carry in our body, and the mind, which actually drives our behavior, which drives our decisions, which drives our actions? What is the link between this body that we carry and the energies that we carry, and the mind, which is real, the ultimate source of everything that we do? It defines our personality, isn't it? So, how do we find this link between the body and the mind? Have we ever thought about it? Have we ever thought what balances the mind and the body? Yeah, I think this is the time. This is the time in our life to stop, to pause, and to think, what links my mind and my body? What is that power which resides within me, which will empower me to really overcome the situation which the whole world thinks is very, very difficult, very, very challenging, almost impossible? This is the time to realize the potential that we as humans have, and it is sitting within us. Yeah. Is it a good idea to understand what is the power that we have within us and what can activate that energy, that enthusiasm within us? Yeah? All right, so let's look at that now. I would like you all to think, what was the first act of life when we all were born, whenever we were born? What was the first act that we did in our life? Yeah, most of us would think it was crying. Most of us think that the first thing that I did when I was born, or any child is born, is cry. But even before that, what the child does, the child breathes in. When the child comes out of this world, the first act that the child does is breathing in, because till then the child is breathing through the mother. When the child is out, the child breathes in the air. First independent act as human. And once the child breathes in, the lungs expand. And because the lungs expand due to that breath in, the child feels that pain. And then what does the child do? The child cries. So the first act of life is breathing in. Yeah. And what is the last act of life in the life of all of us? Our last act of life is going to be the breath out. If we breathe out and if we don't breathe in, it's going to be the end of life for us. Our whole life, if you look at it very, very closely, it's between this one breath in and the last breath out. The first breath in and the last breath out. Have we ever thought about our breath? Do we ever realize our breath? When do we realize that we are breathing? When we're doing a workout, when we are walking fast, or we're doing any exercise, or we're playing a sport, or we're going up and down the steps. Something that makes our body work makes us realize that our breath exists. Other than that, we don't even realize that our breath exists, right? How beautiful it would be to understand the power that this breath can open up for us in our life. Would you all like to experience the power of our breath? Would you realize that this breath is actually the link between the mind and the body? When the body is working out, the breath is fast. When the body is relaxed, the breath is also relaxed. See, when the mind is angry, when the mind is anxious, when the mind is frustrated, how is the breath? The breath is fast. But when the mind is relaxed, if you've just gotten up from sleep, a nice deep sleep, how is the mind? Relaxed. How is the breath? Relaxed. So breath is really the link between the mind and the body, and we can use this breath to really manage our mind, because we cannot manage the mind through the level of the mind. Let us all experience our breath. We all are breathing at this time. And let's see how it is to just stop for a second, just pause for a second and see what this breath does to us. Let us all close our eyes. Let's sit straight, comfortably and easily. And with our eyes closed, continue to breathe in and breathe out. At this time, we're doing nothing. We're just sitting still, and the breath is coming in and going out. What we're doing is just observing our breath. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. Doing nothing, just observing the breath. And see if you can have a gentle smile as you breathe in and breathe out. The body is still. The mind is relaxed at this time. Thoughts are coming and going. Only movement in the body is that of your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And very slowly you may open your eyes. Could we do it? Yeah. We did nothing. We just were observing our breath, which is anyway coming in and going out. And now we do something a little more, a step further to it, which is called the yogic breathing, where we take conscious breaths and we observe the movement in the body as we breathe in and we breathe out. So what we do is we take our right palm and we keep it very, very gently on the chest. And we take the left palm and we keep it very, very gently on the stomach. We just take our breath, keep it keep our right palm on the chest and the left palm on the stomach. And what we do for the next couple of minutes is that we just, same how we did, but this time we're going to make the breath longer. Yeah, this is called the yogic breathing. We're going to make our breath a little longer, and we're going to observe the movement of our hands as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Both our palms, we're going to observe the movement, what happens to the right palm and to the left palm as we breathe in and as we breathe out. And we do this again with our eyes closed. Let us all close our eyes. Very gently. Right palm is on the chest. Left palm is on the stomach. The back is straight. Shoulders are relaxed. And now we close our eyes for yogic breathing. And we take deep, long breaths in and out. Doing nothing, just a gentle awareness to the movement of the body as we breathe in and breathe out, and observe how does the mind respond to this yogic breathing. Continue with the yogic breathing with your eyes closed until there is an instruction to stop. Till that time, we continue with the yogic breathing and observe the movement in our body and also the mind. A gentle smile helps the mind to calm better. Continue for a few more breaths. And feel the relaxation in the body and the calmness in the mind. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, you may gently relax your palms, bring it back to the knee. However you are sitting, just bring it back to the knee. And continue with the breath. And very gently as you breathe out, you may open your eyes. Yeah? How is the mind now? What did we do? We just took gentle awareness towards our breath. The body was almost constant. There was only a movement of the breath. And the mind was totally loose. We were not stopping. We were not forcing our mind. What we were only doing, taking gentle awareness towards our breath. And we all can feel a sudden sense of calm in our mind. This is what breath does to us. That is the power of the breath. It calms the mind and lifts the energy. Yeah? As the mind calms, the energy lifts. And as the energy lifts, this combination of a calm mind and an energized body is a perfect combination to be ready to be able to take on to the world with more enthusiasm and absolute focus on the action. Isn't that a great combination? Yeah. Now let's take it a little more further and understand how more it can help. Just not by observing the breath, but going a little more deeper into the levels of existence around us, the surroundings. We become aware of the surrounding, then we become aware of the body. We just go a layer by layer into the consciousness and we see how it helps us. It's also called a meditation process, and it's very gentle and very simple. Guided meditation instructions are going to come to you. You're just going to follow it. Once again, let's get used to closing our eyes. If we want to go inwards, the best way is to close our eyes. If we want to see outside, we need to open our eyes. If we have to look inside, we need to close our eyes. Again, instructions will come to us. We just have to follow that. Let us once again sit comfortably and easy. We can rest our palms like this on our knee, however we are sitting. If you're sitting on the chair, on the sofa, on the bed, on the floor, wherever we are sitting, you can just keep the palms on the knee, opened to the ceiling, shoulders are relaxed, back is straight, and we are now closing our eyes for a beautiful short meditation. It's very short, very gentle, and very effortless. Let's not take any effort for the meditation. The meditation really is the art of doing nothing. With eyes closed, take a breath in and breathe out. And become aware of our surroundings, all kinds of sound that's coming from the surrounding. It could be sound of a machine around you, it could be sound of people talking, people working. If you're outside, it could be any kind of sound from the environment. It could be sound of the breeze, sound of birds, anything that you can hear at this moment from your surrounding. Just become aware. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe out, become aware of your body. Your body is a beautiful gift of nature, and you take very good care of your body. Become aware of your right foot, right knee, right thigh, and the whole of the right leg. Left foot, left knee, left thigh, and the whole of the left leg. Become aware of the abdomen, stomach, the chest, right shoulder and right arm, left shoulder and left arm, throat, face, top of the head, and your whole body. Become aware of your whole body. The body is still, the breath is coming in and going out. Only movement in the body is that of your breath. And continue to breathe in and breathe out. Relax your body more and more with every outgoing breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of your thoughts. Whatever is the thought at this moment, a good thought, not so good thought, however it is, just become aware of your thoughts. Do not resist any thought. Let it come and let it go effortlessly. Gentle awareness. Relax more and more with every outgoing breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Become aware of your feelings. What is the feeling at this time? Is it a pleasant feeling? Is it an unpleasant feeling? Whatever is the feeling, just become aware. Do not force anything upon yourself. Whatever is happening, just become aware very effortlessly. Breathe in and breathe out. You are peace and you are joy at this moment. There is peace within, and that is the power that we all have inside of us. Gently become aware of your feelings. Become aware of your thoughts. Very, very gently become aware of your body and the surroundings. And whenever you may feel like, very, very slowly, you may open your eyes. How are you feeling? Isn't it wonderful? Meditation is a very, very beautiful method and very effortless method to recharge ourselves, to get our mind back, to get our focus back, and get the energy back. So that's how we explore the power of our breath. And what we experienced just now in these few minutes is just a glimpse of what we can actually experience in a longer duration of time. So we invite you all and we welcome you all to a journey of going inwards and exploring much more that we hold within ourselves in a program which can actually take us through these realizations and explorations that we all have within us. Yeah, to feel more energy, to have more clarity, to have a balance of our mind and emotions, and to be able to really take over the situations and the challenges in life with a lot more courage, yet with a calm mind, and also build our immunity at this time, which is the most important thing needed. Be strong, be immune, and be ready for whatever life throws upon us. Thank you so much.